Welcome back to Unscripted. It is time to dive into some Hollywood news, more specifically, White Lotus Season 3. I'm kidding. Blake and I already did that. You can catch that on ozarksfirst.com. No, today I want to talk about Kelly Clarkson, and it's looking like the American Idol alum is ready to throw in the towel on her daytime talk show. Not only that, you guys, she wants out of New York City. So, like I said, Kelly reportedly is looking to leave her afternoon talk show when the contract expires next year. And NBC executives, they are sweating and searching for ways to keep her on the network. So Kelly was off the air for almost 2 weeks last month for what was described as a, quote, personal matter. And while she really hasn't discussed the circumstances surrounding her hiatus, in detail, she gave an emotional speech in which she admitted to fans that she's been, quote, lost and alone a lot throughout the past 6 years. Now, if you follow Kelly or just keep up with any sort of pop culture, you know she had a very, very nasty divorce, and so that's kind of what's been going on for her over the past 6 years. So now sources say that the singer wants to step down from the show. She's been helming since 2019 to spend more time with her daughter, River Rose, who's 10 years old, and son, Remy, who's 8 years old. Makes a lot of sense. They're in their formative years. So an industry insider added, quote, Kelly's #1 priority is her children, and they always will be. The show is grueling. It's a whole lot of work. And I hear that Kelly would like to spend more time down south. And I will wholeheartedly admit to you that I've never watched a Kelly Clarkson show episode in its entirety. I've caught bits and pieces. However, this most recent viral clip of Kelly surprising one of her guests with their favorite actor seriously makes me so sad that she's thinking about not wanting to do this show anymore. So take a look.
Last season, I had the pleasure of meeting Tanner, a fan favorite from the Netflix series Love on the Spectrum. He's just an incredible guy with an incredible heart. He was here with his sister Midge, and he told us all about his job at the Shepherd Hotel. Okay, well, last time you were here, you got a video from an actor that you admire, Jack Black, and you also have a goal to meet him, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I want to be 31 when I meet him.
Yeah?
You got an age for that one, too.
Okay, yes. I love it. I'm going to start this age thing, like in goals. This is a great vision board. So we know how much that you've enjoyed that video, so we asked Jack if he could make another video for you, so check this out.
Okay.
What's up, Tanner? Jack Black here. I still cannot wait to meet you in person, but I'm on the road with a Minecraft movie right now. But luckily, I have insane ninja kung fu powers, which means I can come through these doors, and I'm gonna see you right now when I come through these doors.
Jack, I'm your biggest fan. You're a great actor and a good singer, so I'm happy to meet you.
Seriously, like, I'm fighting back happy tears. If this doesn't tug at your heartstrings, make your heart grow 2 sizes too big, I mean, I'm sorry, but you're the Grinch. So, like I said, this video brings me so much happiness, makes me love Tanner from Love on the Spectrum that much more than I already do, and Jack Black is just the most amazing person. So, you know, it is these iconic viral moments from these talk shows that just make me ask, you know, why, Kelly? Why do you want to end this beautiful show? So, of course, I hope that everything in her personal life is good and that children should always be, you know, top priority. But maybe more news will come out. Maybe Kelly herself will explain the situation behind the show and her future plans. And when that happens, fingers crossed, I will keep you updated. All right, let's talk about other updates. Sir Elton John, that's who we're talking about, has an update regarding his unfortunate deteriorating eyesight. Nearly a year after he was diagnosed with some severe eye infection, which led him to losing vision in his right eye, the singer revealed his condition is now affecting his role as a dad. So sad. He told The Times he can't see the TV and he has not been able to see anything since last July. He also added, quote, I can't read, I can't see my boys playing rugby and soccer, and it has been a very stressful time because I'm used to soaking it all up. It's distressing. You get emotional, but you have to get used to it because I'm lucky to have the life I have. Love a silver lining moment. So in January, he achieved his 9th UK #1 album with Diamonds, a greatest hits compilation, and last year achieved so-called EGOT status after earning an Emmy following his Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award wins. But sadly, as I mentioned, this infection has turned permanent. And it's affecting him recording any sort of new music. So he first revealed his eye infection diagnosis back in September 2024. So wishing Elton John the best. Like he said, you know, it's an unfortunate situation, but he's happy for the life that he has. So, and coming from a girl whose vision is horrible, yes, I can kind of relate to this. All right. I told everyone last week about my current new crime obsession, and it's called A Body in the Snow, The Trial of Karen Read. It's on Investigation Discovery, HBO Max. If you haven't watched it yet, I really encourage you to do so because her retrial is it's happening in real time. Like it started at the beginning of this month, just a few days ago. So I just want to add, I rewatched it this weekend while my parents were in town, and not only was their opinion and thoughts swayed once they got to the end of it. It's just they're hooked, I'm hooked. Okay, it's all I can talk about. I'm sorry. Quick refresh on this case. Karen Read is accused of killing her police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, back in 2022. There were very, very odd, mysterious, and unknown circumstances surrounding the death of Officer O'Keefe. The first trial, which wrapped last year and was considered a mistrial, it's now going back for a retrial. Her legal team has asked the nation's highest court to overturn 2 charges against her on double jeopardy grounds as jury selection in her second murder trial began this month. So 10 jurors are currently in place as jury selection entered day 5 this past Monday in the murder retrial. So far, 5 men, 5 women are seated on the jury, but the court is seeking to seat at least 16 jurors. 12 will end up deliberating, and 4 will serve as alternates. So her lawyers say after the first trial, jurors told them they wanted to acquit Karen Read of the 2 charges and only remained split on a manslaughter charge. But now they're also arguing that because the jury's impasse was, quote, limited to one of the 3 counts rather than all, Read should not have to fight those charges again. So, I'm serious, you guys. You can watch it in a weekend. I've done it twice. So that is the most up-to-date information I have on her retrial. You know I'll be keeping myself in the know as the final jurors are selected and the trial ramps up. Okay, just some quick bites for you. Zoe Kravitz and Austin Butler are a quote-unquote new couple alert. They were spotted kissing. This is her first relationship after breaking up and breaking off the engagement to Channing Tatum. And other true crime news. The Menendez brothers are arguing with the Los Angeles DA that they're not Saran because they admitted to the murders of their parents. Again, I will keep you all updated on Hollywood news as it comes. Now switch over to CBS Color 10.